My name is Donald Shaw. I'm from Niles, Ohio. Um, at this time, us Ohioans have all been asked to be stay at home. I am fortunate enough to be part of the chain of employees who are deemed necessary. And I want to talk to you a little bit today about politics. With that being said, I just want you to know, in 2024, I'm going to try to run for president. And if that would be the case, and it works out, I would be the second president of the United States from Niles, Ohio. I have a lot of different views on politics, how it works, and how it don't work. And I'd like to just share something with all of you on something I wrote, and I'm going to read it. And a lot of you will not agree with my view, and that's fine. I'm sure every presidential candidate that would ever run or thought of running have already thought of that. Even those who have been elected. Not everybody shares their view, nor likes who they are. And that's a big issue too, because as an American and as a person, I am both the same as you. I am a single father of 4 children and 2 grandchildren. I have lived several years paycheck to paycheck. I have put bills aside to pay other bills. I have, through job loss, been, I lost a car, I lost a house. I have lived what they call the American dream. I'm not sure what that means anymore. I have recovered a lot since that time. I am no way, shape, or form rich. I am no way, shape, or form able to go pay cash for anything. I am just happy within this month. Somebody give me a lease on a new car, so I could safely transport my family. I understand what it's like to struggle. I have at times asked my ex-wife for help to feed my children when it was my turn to take care of them for the week. So, in that said too, the years I was married to my ex-wife, one of the times when she was pregnant with my 4 kids, one of them she was high risk and had to be on bed rest. So I lost her income. I went from 2 incomes to 1, and tried to maintain a household and a budget on way less than what I had before. Through job loss, like I said, I also, matter of fact, all in 1 year, I should say, I'm sorry, 2 years, I lost, my wife left, I lost my job, and I lost my voice of advice, which was my stepfather. So that was a terrible year for me. That was the year I woke up and I realized something's got to change. So, with saying that I had something to read to you, this is my opinion on politics. And like I said, not all of you will agree. So, everyone has their own opinion on politics, which is freedom. It is a freedom given to us. But everyone's hate for politics seems like it's a must these days. Actually, it's a must in the world today. Suffering, wars, bailouts, buyouts, and trade, the meaning of humanity, and humanity all have different meanings to everyone. In crisis, we criticize parties and blame who we think is at fault for how we see these beliefs. This is not the North versus the South anymore, people. It's been several years since that was a thing. But I believe humility should exist and be the first priority in all parties. And that may be the case, no matter what party you're in. It's a difference of what that should be that makes us all different. So, let me explain that to you. Republicans, from what I've taught, what I've been taught, and what I've learned, are for helping big corporations to dwindle the money down to employees. Now, does that always happen? History has proven that does not. When it comes to Democrats, they are, from what I've seen, more for the people. They want to help the people more than the corporations. So what is the less of two evils? I don't know. I don't have that answer. But what I know is what's been proven in the past is that providing big bailouts for big corporations does not filter the money if you're trying to do a fast recovery in the economy. By providing the funds to American families will help out their crisis immediately, but does not stimulate the economy the Republicans want to stimulate. Okay? When I say that, when the American people get their bailout money, they will pay bills. They'll pay mortgages. They'll put money where it needs to be. They won't go out and buy plane tickets. They won't go on cruises. They're not going to spend outside of their needs, especially after a scare such as this. But my belief is helping American families first. And you all have a different belief on how that works. You can give $500 billion to Boeing. Is Boeing going to turn around and split that money between their employees? It's hard to believe they will, but maybe they will. I don't know. Putting the money directly in the American citizens' pocket, it allows them to put the money where they feel it should be. It's like taking a vote on we're going to bail out big corporations. What corporations should we bail out? The American population is going to spend the money where they want to spend it. And if it's all in one place, then that place would be well. Whether it's Amazon, Boeing, Princess Cruise, wherever they want to go with their money, they'll go. But it should be up to the American people where that bailout money goes, not the government. And I think you will find if you provide that money to the American population, they will put that money toward where it will be, or where it should go, which in this time of crisis, it should be toward your mortgage, bills, car notes, whatever you have going on, car insurance. I don't think it's going to go to Boeing and Princess Cruise, and that's just not the reality of where the money's going to go. If you're the average, normal American citizen, you've struggled to pay bills. You've struggled to put food on the table. And that's not fair. That's not fair. And in a time of crisis, we have two sides of government that were battling. And I understand what the battle was about, but why in 2020 is there more than one side of government to govern there's only one population? Why is there more than one government? It just doesn't make sense. And I would just really hope that in a day and age, especially where we're going with life, that most of you get what I'm saying is there shouldn't be a separation of government. There shouldn't be this side versus this side, especially in a crisis when there's people and corporations that need our help. Who do you help first? Who do you help first? Do you help the corporations that employ the people? Or do you help the people that will put money into where they think it should go in their lives? And I understand not everybody's life is the same. Not everybody's going to put the money in the same place. But but in all reality, it's equality. And I really think that will feed to where the importance is of big corporations. Um, another thing with that was stipulations on big corporations. I know they wanted to pass a bill in the past couple of days that gave big corporations all kind of, bailout money with no stipulations. And I don't think that's fair. Do I think it's fair to give every American in this country a stimulus who's not affected by the coronavirus? No. But how do you separate that person from this person when in a crisis everybody's falling like this? Because this guy works for this guy, and this guy does something for this guy, and this guy's in charge of this guy. How do you separate the population in determining that? I don't know. But what I'd like to do is actually have a real person who's lived a real life, who isn't a billionaire, who is not a Republican or a Democrat, actually step up and try to change the way America works. Somebody who's going to step up and stick up for people like us, who is a normal American citizen. You pay taxes, you pay state taxes, you pay sales taxes, you pay license fees, like you go grocery shopping, you raise a family of 4 on an income that just don't work. And there's a lot of things. I mean, I've heard a lot of people say that all minimum wage should be raised to $15 an hour, and I do believe that. I do believe anybody and everybody deserves a fair amount of income to pay what they're charging for anything nowadays. In the past few years, utilities, cell phones, anything you think of has gone up. Everything has gone down, of course, in the past month because of the crisis. But that's not going to last. Once people get better, the economy's going to get better, interest rates are going to go up, everything else is going to start, the rise of prices for everything is not going to stop. What needs to stop is the rise of prices raising without wages, because all it's doing is making hardworking, fair Americans struggle more. And in this day and age, in 2020, nobody living in this country should struggle. We're supposed to be the best economy in the world. I just don't see it anymore. I have a lot of pride and love for America, but living here, I'm 41 years old, and I've been an adult for a while, and I don't see what my ancestors seen in this country, and that's sad. And it's just sad. as far as like public education, this, that, and the other, like colleges, we lack. Like we lack hugely from other countries. Healthcare, it's terrible. It's I mean, it's terrible. And you know, if you have a family and you're paying for healthcare out of your paycheck, you know what I mean. I think America needs rebuilt from the ground up. And I want to do that. From the grounds I'm standing on now, from being a part of the population that goes paycheck to paycheck. I want to give some comfort and a peace of mind and some levelness to the population, the American people, and to myself. I'm doing this for me and you, and I'm just being real about it. I'm not anyone special. Not from anywhere special. Small town Ohio, and I believe in a lot of the same values and beliefs that you do, but I want to see them happen. I want to see them work, and I want to see them in place. So I do hope that you do share this and get the word out that I am running for president in 2024. God bless America, and God bless your family, and I hope and I pray for all of you to be safe and be safe through this coronavirus, and isolate when you have to and when you need to. When this economy recovers, it'll be a great day. When we're able to all mingle with each other, that'll be even a better day. Clean bill of health for the United States would be the best day. So here is to my announcement for president in 2024, and here's to you. Thank you.